Hello, beautiful souls. You're welcome back to the Unraveled Closet. This is where we come not to hide our pain, but to share and unravel our own layers. Here, crying is allowed, but giving up is not an option. My name is Lucy.
The Unraveled Closet Podcast with Lucy.
Before I dive into today's topic, I wanted to say thank you to all of you who listened to my story and sent some warm, heartfelt messages. It's been such an amazing time for me because I spent so much time deliberating whether to share that story or not. And now I must tell you, I am so pleased at the support and love and messages I get from all of you. It's so overwhelming, and I just want to thank you. I want to say, if you've not followed us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, you're missing on our encouragement, our affirmations. In the week, we share uplifting messages to people, to the world, because you as a woman, everybody out there need a form of support. And, understanding that other people are navigating the same things you're navigating might be the help or the hope you've been waiting all your life. So keep following us on these social media platforms. If you're not connected, connect to us because something big is coming before the end of the year. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. As women, we were taught that strength is survival. But nobody taught us, nobody warned us that this strength can also become a mask. On today's episode, we're going to be unraveling the layers of the strong woman. We're discussing the vulnerable lens against the strength lens. Is strength even enough? Have we so hidden under the strong woman narrative and lost ourselves? Are you a strong woman in the face of people, but deep down in your heart, you know that you are tired? Is this narrative even important? What if we let go and become vulnerable? What if we say boldly and confidently outside, I am tired, I need help, or send a signal to say, I need you? It amazes me every time people say, you are a strong woman. Sometimes I pause and I really want to understand what a strong woman really is. People see you juggling a lot of things. Being a mother, a business owner, being married, and people say, oh wow, how do you do this? You're a strong woman. I've heard the word strong woman so much that sometimes I begin to ask, what does this even mean? Strong woman. Am I that strong, or is this a facade? Something I've put up so long that I can't undo it, or I can't unleave it. In Africa, if you are from Africa, you understand this. The ideal woman is a strong woman. When you ask some men, who do you want to get married to? Oh, I need a strong woman. A woman who can juggle a business, who can give birth, who can cook, who can do all of that. And the list is so endless. The weight of that name, the strong woman. Oh, it carries so much weight. So much weight that you don't even know when you begin to play the lines, to begin to act it, not leave it. Don't get me wrong, it's not bad to be attributed, as a strong woman. It's not bad for people to say you are strong. It's actually a good thing. And for some reason, it pumps us up as women. oh, that person thinks I can handle so much. Oh, she imagines that I'm doing so much. For some reason, it gives us this power. That name, the strong woman. But over time, I've questioned myself. What does it mean to be a strong woman? Is it just strength, or are there other things that name embodies that I'm carrying as well? Growing up, trust me, I've never stopped. I always juggle a lot of things. Don't judge me, because I know a lot of you do the same. Just hear my story. I just can't do one thing, you know? When I was in the university, I attended University of Benin. I was studying theater arts, but I was doing other things. I was going for pageantries, competing, different competitions. I was there. I was in the choir. That's just who I am. I just do a lot. And so for me, it's a normal thing, or it was a normal thing to be busy, because I felt not being busy didn't feel safe. I mean, chilling wasn't a thing I understood then. Even now, I'm still learning to chill. But for some reason, you're always busy. I'm always doing something. I'm always on the next one. Even in the UK, while I was navigating my own difficulties, while I was pregnant, I was learning photography. I was doing makeup. That's when I started my business. So being busy, was me. I was busy. And I thought in my mind, that's survival. Yeah. Survival. I needed to survive. The only way I knew how to survive was to keep working. Never stop. Multitasking. Handling this and juggling that. That was survival for me. I was constantly on survival mode. So when people say you're so strong, my shoulders will be pumped up. So much power in the face of people. Oh, they think I'm a strong woman. Amazing. But then I go into my bedroom, on my bed, and I'm crying. And I'm exhausted. And I'm tired. And then right there, I know deep down that maybe I'm not that strong. Maybe that strong woman meant something else to me. Maybe I was playing a part in my own movie, pleasing people. Women, strong woman. It's okay to be tired. So this brings me to one question. What if strength, as we have been taught, is holding us from healing? What if strength is a cover we've built, to hide under, so people don't know how much we're suffering or how much we're tired? What if this strength actually isn't really strength, but weakness acting as strength? Now, there's something we call the survival mode, strength lens, or maybe I've coined it that way. And in that mode, you're always busy. like me. You never stop. Not because if you stop, you are not achieving anything. No, but because if you stop, you think you're wasting time. You feel unsafe. You are anxious. You know, your heart beats faster, even when you're not doing anything. If you feel all these emotions while you sit for 2 minutes to relax, while you sit for 5 minutes to catch your breath, then, my darling, I'm sorry to tell you, you are on survival mode. You're not living, just existing. I understand this because I've been on that for too long of my life. So this is not about pointing fingers. No, this is me sharing my undiluted stories to you so we can navigate these systems together and make you feel much better. If you're always busy, if you're always on to the next thing, if you're never pausing for once to, let everything you've consumed brood, if you've never paused to catch your breath, darling, you're not living, you're existing. You know what survival mode does? Survival mode teaches you to function through pain. But you see on the other side, there's something we call healing lens. And what does it do? The healing lens makes you face your pain and address it. Not like you think you're addressing it, but understanding them. Survivor mode makes you walk through pain. Healing lens puts the pain in front of you and help you to analyze it. Survivor says, keep going, don't stop, get your teeth, you got this, keep going, don't ask for help, pursue the next thing, keep going, don't stop. But the healing lens says, pause, breathe, feel, and release. Which lens do you think is important in the process of healing? Which lens do you want to live each day of your life? Do you want to always be in a hurry, in a rush, catching the next thing, or you want to live softly? You want to enjoy your life. You want to live and not exist. What are you actually doing? One thing I discover in survivor mode is you're always anxious, under a lot of pressure, and angry. If you know me before, I was one angry bird. And wait, don't get me wrong. Survivor mode sometimes is okay. For example, when I was pregnant, I knew that I didn't have money from anybody, anywhere. I was living off my sister. So I knew I needed to start a business. I knew I needed to get money from somewhere. I knew that I couldn't get enough money because I was pregnant. And even when I gave birth, I knew that I was going to be dependent on little money I had. So I switched on to survivor mode because that was the only way to get things done. That's the only way to learn photography and add it to makeup. That's the only way I knew to make money to feed my baby. So see, there was survivor mode. But the challenge about survivor mode is you forget to switch it off. Okay? And when you forget to switch survivor mode off, you don't leave. It goes on and on and on and on until you lose yourself. The healing lens sees things differently. Healing puts you outside of your body. This is what we call self-awareness. So healing actually makes you analyze things better. For example, I've been judging this person because the person likes to eat chocolate. What self-awareness does is, oh, what if there's a better way I can talk to this person to stop eating chocolate? Self-awareness says, are my words warm enough, to help this person? Or am I just being judgmental because I think this person can do better? Do I even know their situation before I judge them? So what self-awareness does is it actually makes you analyze things better. It's easy for us to, live on survival mode forever. Even on survival mode, you're constantly judging yourself. There's a still voice in your head telling you, you're not good enough. You can't do this. What's wrong with you? If you're always asking yourself, what's wrong with you? Why can't you get this done? What's going on with you? You can't do this. If there's a still voice in your head, you're still on survival mode. And not until you understand that there's something called the healing lens, the healing, cover, you can never exit survival mode. You will always be sad. You'll always be angry. You'll be under so much pressure. You constantly please people at your own peril. You're constantly saying yes to everybody. There's no no in your dictionary. You're always the people pleaser. You're always advising people, collecting advice, calling people, doing that. You're in 60,000, communities. You are in 5 groups. Today you are they rest. For those of you who don't know Pidgin, don't you rest. Don't you for once crave a chill time. To be honest, I'm married. I have a daughter. I got a family. But sometimes everyone craves a chill time, even me. Sometimes I just want to go somewhere and breathe, and just distress so that the anxiety doesn't build up, the pressure doesn't build up. You can't constantly be a strong woman. It's nobody. That's just a facade. There's something we've coined for ourselves. It's not real. There's no such thing as a strong woman. A surviving woman. A woman who's becoming. Tell me. Yes, I can understand those terms. But a strong woman? Nah. Not like we have been taught. Not like our mind have constantly judged us to be that thing. That person, that picture, that perfect picture. Nobody's perfect. God is perfect. He's the only perfect person. I'm not perfect. And that's one thing healing taught me. Vulnerability. That's one thing it taught me. That I wasn't perfect. All I needed to do is to breathe and relax on God's strength. Relax. Some of us, we have this notion that if we take our hands off something, it's going to break. It's not breaking. It's not going to fall. You can't hold everything together. It's no such thing. You're just going to break at the end of the day. Burnout. Ever heard of burnout? It's real. I was burnt out. I was tired of pleasing people. I was tired of being so available. The first thing that healing lens taught me was to say no. My boundaries are as important as I take them. No jokes. If I don't take my boundaries seriously, then people won't. Let me tell you one secret. If you say no to everybody, all right, If you say no to everybody, guess what? In 3 months, in short, it's too long. 1 month, everybody understands your schedule and they fall into that line. Nobody puts unnecessary pressure on you again. Why? Because you started to take it seriously. Those are the things that the healing lens taught me. The healing lens also taught me that I make mistakes. There's no perfect person on earth. I make mistakes. And I forgive myself for those mistakes that I made. For example, I understand that I was on survival mode for my baby and for myself. I understand that I've been on survival mode for a long time. Not because I knew better, because I didn't really. I had no idea what I was doing. I was just living in my mind. So I had to forgive myself. I had to understand that this is not me. So you have to forgive yourself for trying to make ends meet. It's okay. Nobody could have given you the money. It's fine. You did it anyway. But the healing lens taught me to be more self-aware. The same empathy I want to show to people, the healing lens taught me to start with myself. If you are a mother, you've got kids, you still go to work. Some of us have businesses. Dude, lady, hey sis, it's okay to be tired. You got to understand that you are human as well. And not to compare yourself with anybody, but to be gracious to yourself, to know that you've been through a lot. You've conquered so much. You've been on survival mode too much. And it's okay to forgive yourself, to show empathy to yourself. The vulnerable / healing lens started teaching me that I made the wrong choice in my previous relationships. I started to understand that it's not just about them as well. It's about me. I wasn't positioned mentally to make the right choice. So I started to realize that the healing lens actually made me forgive easily, or makes me forgive easily. I started to analyze myself, my emotions better. So for me, I would rather stay in in that space because I could think better. So what if that strength, that strong woman actually is holding us from experiencing this beautiful space called healing or vulnerability lens? Trust me, I've experienced both. And if I place both of them side by side, I never want to be on survival mode. I'll be honest with you, sometimes I still do it. And it's okay. I understand that I'm only human. And so if I've been on survival mode for too long, my body will crave survival mode. And sometimes I'm with my partner, with my kid. I'm still pressing my phone. I'm still saying, oh, makeup is coming. There's a new job coming. Oh, what am I doing next for the Unraveled closet? Oh, how can I get people to... I'm still there. But sometimes, instead of that voice judging me, do you know the voice I hear is slow down and enjoy this moment. Breathe, Lucy, and live in the moment. And at that moment, as soon as I hear those voices, I put my phone down and I spend time with them. And I breathe. And I understand that it's not my fault. I've been on survival mode too long. Now it just comes sometimes and it goes. And it will go because I don't allow it to stay. So don't keep judging yourself. Hey sis, you are doing well. You've been on survival mode too long. It's okay. I'm here now to support you. I'm here to listen to you. I'm here to tell you that it's okay to have been on survival mode, but it's okay now to let it go. It's okay now to breathe. It's okay. I was listening to T.D. Jakes one day. If you don't know, T.D. Jakes is Bishop of the Potter's House. And he was talking about how some people are always good. Too good to be true. So he made this analogy and I just want to use the example. He said there's some people you ask in the morning, How are you? Oh, I'm great. The Lord provides for me. I'm the strength of God. Ask them in the afternoon, oh, God is good, is greater than great. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. But seriously, he said there's some people who are never tired. Every time you call them, they are good. They are rising in the name of Jesus. And I get it. Positive affirmations. It's important. Don't get me wrong. It's very important to speak things into your day, into your life. But sometimes it's okay. Sometimes even God wants us to be like that in his presence. Not every time I got it. I got this. I'm fighting in the name of Jesus. It's okay. Sometimes you can let it go. And just tell God, you know what? I'm tired. At this point, I'm tired. And if we are honest to ourselves, sometimes we are strong because of people. Because you know that your neighbor is looking at you and they're going to wonder why you're not doing what you're doing today. Because people will say, oh, you started that business. Oh, you did not do anything with it. Because we're always thinking of what people will think. Survivor mode. It's a bad thing. Bad thing when you don't know how to switch it off. Honestly. Because you know that your family is going to judge you about how you started that business, you didn't have time for it. Okay, yeah, I got pregnant and put it on hold. The business, I'm tired. Let me tell you, as soon as I learned the word I'm tired, I say it a lot. You know why? So that you cannot come and you will not judge me the next day and say, but you say you're strong. You didn't say you're tired. You won't have anything to hold me. Even my family will say sometimes you complain too much. I'm like, dude, if I'm tired, I'm tired. If I juggle a lot of things some days and one day I decide to chill, I'm tired. When I started to heal, there's something that I started doing. Sundays were my chill day. Everybody knows me. If you call me on Sunday, I'm not available. Sometimes I go out with me and my partner, we go out. We got the privilege of having that time for ourselves. So sometimes we go for walks. We do things. But it became a norm. So sometimes even when we're not going for walk, I don't go anywhere. Sunday, I'm breathing. I'm just there. I'm leaving. I'm not just existing. Sundays, I'm leaving. If I'm existing the whole Saturday, Monday to Saturday, Sunday is the day where I exist. See, when you start leaving, you won't want to go back to survival mode. Trust me. When you start creating your boundaries and people have started to see that these things are important to you and they start to shape their mind around it and shape their mouth and their life, you want to go back to survival mode. But the onus lies in your hands to hold these things together. Why are you strong? To be honest, sometimes I'll be like, okay, since I've been chanting strong woman, what has he done for me? Let me ask you, what does the name strong woman, what has he done for you? Does it put food on your table? Let me be honest with you. The fact that you're called a strong woman is not the thing that put food on your table. It's the tenacity and the discipline you have to go to work. You see? Two different things. Strong woman is not what's getting you food or making you that money. The push, the drive. Not what people are calling. Most times, the reason we say strong woman is because of what people have put in our head. Strong woman, strong woman, strong woman. It's not because we actually think we're strong. So why hold on to something people have given you? Hey, sis, wake up. Wake up and heal. Wake up and be vulnerable. So what? They know you're tired. So what? They know you have 2 children. So what? They know that your children have so what? Not until you begin to live in your own terms and in your own, concepts. It breaks my heart every time I see women living the concept of other people or other women. It's a high time we build a community where women are okay to hold hands and be vulnerable. Like every time I move around, I'm sorry, I don't have a circle. If I say people laugh, but I don't have a circle. The major reason is, first of all, people who are my friends have been elevated to family. I'm sorry. Because if I have a friend, I don't have many friends. I don't even have friends. Only a few friends. You're family because you know my mom. You're family because I can bring you into my home. You're family because so all those extra circle and headache, I don't have them. Maybe a mentor, somebody who supports and advises me. All this peer pressure circle, all this circle that sucks you, drains you, they don't give you anything. If you look at your phone, let's do an assessment here. Look in your phone. How many people can you call for help? Strong woman. Yeah, I'm talking to you. How many people can you rely on? In those groups you're in, how many do you really get support from? You don't believe they're draining? You don't believe they're draining? You need to check your statistics. Do you know how many things we actually grab from just looking at our phone? One prompt, one notification leads to 20 other notifications checking. True of us. If you see one notification, you check the other 20. Do you know how much time you spend on those things? They're not important. Why? Because you're in survival mode. Why? Because you're people pleasing. And you say you're tired. Why won't you be tired? If you are you, won't you be tired? This is for you, strong woman. This is the time to transition into a vulnerable lens. Let go. You're holding on too tight. Breathe. Let go and breathe again. Not our fault. Some of us saw our mothers juggle a lot of things. Our grandmothers survived. But now we're learning to heal. We're learning to feel. We're learning to be soft. Now we're learning that softness can actually coexist with strength. Yeah. So because we've seen these systems doesn't mean we have to take them on. We have daughters we're raising. I wouldn't want to raise my daughter to be on survival mode all the time. I want her to be able to separate work from what? Family time. Most of us who are working here, let me ask you this question. Who came from Nigeria, came from Africa? If you're honest to yourself, are you not amazed at how much your senior bosses, once they're on holiday, they answer nobody? Don't you envy it? Or are you just beefing them from afar and say, oh, this man is never available on holiday? That was one thing I learned when I came here. My holiday, it's my holiday. If you text me from work, I'm not available. I'm on holiday. The only thing I do sometimes, I will be honest with you, on holiday is I edit. Sometimes I'll say, babe, just give me 2 minutes, please. Quickly edit. But anything that will stress me, work and all those things, I'm on holiday. That's one habit I think is very important for us as African women. Ability to separate work from family. Ability to tell work, no, this extra shift, and I'm not taking it today. I just want to be with my children in the house. Oh no, I want to take them to the park. I want to evolve. I want to breathe. And if you're single, this is also for you. I'm not just talking to married people. Single. If you're single, oh, today I'm just going to take myself for dinner. I'm just going to relax, go to a spa, get my nails done. I'm going to chill today because I deserve it. Nobody will kill you, my darling. Life will go on. If they call you and you're not available, they will go to the next person. That's the truth. If you call you, you're not available, they will move to the next person. Life is that simple. You can't, there's something I learned in my business. You can't satisfy everybody. There are clients for you and there are clients for every other person. It's not competition, Lucy. You just have this client and that person has this client. That's what healing and vulnerability taught me. It made me put myself out of my body. And this is what it does for you as well. You begin to see yourself and you make better decisions. You understand that, oh, my emotions, what am I feeling? Some of us just chuck emotions. I'm angry. The two things I used to do before. When I'm angry, see that I sulk and keep malice. One, or I shout. Or I'm like a roaring lion. I used to do all of it. But you see now, what vulnerability has taught me, I won't lie to you. There's no way I'm going back to survival mode. Continuously, never. I'll do it sometimes when I'm workable. That's all. Healing Lens taught me to tag my emotions. Oh, somebody talked to me today. The person said, my hands move in a certain way. That was rude. I'll pause. My usual response would be to reply them and just give it to them, dish it out. But these days I don't do that. I just pause and say, okay, relax. Is this person African? Is this person in the UK? Does this person's background, maybe not that extra because of a wave, but what I'm trying to say is healing has taught me to analyze things other than just jumping in and concluding and just dishing it out. So vulnerability and healing, I take 2 steps back and analyze. Even with my partner, I'll be honest with you. Sometimes when we say things and I say, oh, we're in an emotional, whatever, roller coaster, and I'm like, oh, I just take 2 steps back and I'm like, babe, I'm okay. No worries. It's fine. And then I go back and I'm like, okay, is this me being angry for something else? Because this thing he said, is it really worth getting angry for? And then guess what? I realized that actually that anger is for something that happened 20 years ago. And then I'll be like, oh, so I haven't really forgiven him for what he did 20 years ago. You see what healing and vulnerability does? If you pause for a minute and become vulnerable and analyze those emotions, you will understand things better. And then I'll be like, okay, let me start by forgiving him from that one because I already said it was okay. So this one, now let's come down to this. What can I say? Can I present it better? Is there another situation I can actually, or another, what's it called? Another time I can present my own understanding of this, what just happened? You see, before I'll never do any of these things. By the time you begin to check and empty and open these emotions, is this anger? Is this sadness? Is this exhaustion? Sometimes it's exhaustion. Sometimes when you sleep and you breathe and you wake up, you don't feel that emotions again. For me, when I'm anxious and too much anxiety, I feel it on my back. I'll just tell myself, okay, you're overreacting, go and sleep. Yeah, something happened to me 2 days ago with my mom. I was like, please don't tell me that, mommy, please don't. I was losing it. I was like, okay, mommy, just give me 2 minutes. Okay, I'll get back to you. And that 2 minutes, I was like, okay, seriously, this is nothing to be angry about. You're just tired. If you sleep it off, if you try and do something as you breathe out of it, maybe you reply better. And that was it. Chit chat. I did it. And then I was like, 2 minutes, I've already resolved everything. I was like, ugh. So it even saves time for you. Living vulnerably saves you time. All those time for unnecessary drama, you won't have it. Because by the time you're analyzing, you're tagging your emotions, you're understanding that you're only human. And you're bound to make mistakes. And making mistakes, you didn't kill somebody, you only made mistakes. So you begin to, things become better. You heal better. Yeah? Before you know, if you're you've not forgiven somebody for a relationship for 20 years ago, you start understanding it from different perspectives. You start understanding that you're only human, you made a wrong mistake. You were too drunk to realize that he's like that. You were too over his hair. You looked, for me, it's the simplest things. It's perfume, his hair. And I started to say, oh, dude, you can make better choices, you know? Sometimes you can calm down, relax, and do things, and just heal and breathe. Okay? It's okay. Hey, sis, this question is for you, strong woman. What are you carrying right now that strength has disguised? What pain are you hiding away under the cover of strength in survivor mode? It's not your fault. You saw your mother handle so much, your grandmother handle so much. It's not your fault. It's okay to heal. It's okay to say you're tired. It's okay to be broken. The relationship costs you everything. It's okay. It's all right to cry. It's okay. It's okay. You spent all your money on that business and it didn't come out well. It's okay. You made mistakes and it's okay to forgive yourself from those mistakes. It's okay to leave again. It's okay to unravel every layer and open up that gem that's hidden in the heart, in your heart, inside of you. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to say, I'm tired. Guess what? I'm tired too. I've been holding so much for years. I was broken too. But I love you so much that I'm sharing this with you and stretching my heart to you. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be sad. Don't judge yourself again. Don't hold it so much. It's okay to breathe again. And you will breathe again. I got you, sis. We got you, sis. The Unraveled Closet got you, sis. We're holding hands with you. We support you. Yes, it's okay to cry. It's okay to be broken. It's okay to wish for better. It's okay. It's okay. Yes, it's okay, darling. It's okay to stretch. It's okay to feel like everything is on your shoulders. It's okay to drop it now. You've lived in survival mode for too long. It's okay to breathe again. It's okay, darling. It's okay. Breathe. It's okay. Hey, sis. You're doing absolutely wonderful. You're amazing. And God loves you. Wants you to rely on His strength, not your strength. It's okay to think you could do it on your own, but let it go. If you don't know where to drop it in God's hands. His hands are open to reaching out to you. His ears are not shut, they cannot hear you. His hands are not shut, they cannot reach you. Let it go. I love you, sis. I love you so much. So much. On survivor mode, you're always there for everybody. I think I've talked about that before. But there's something we call burnout. Burnout is real. So burnout is where you are emotionally exhausted, physically exhausted, spiritually exhausted. You're exhausted. You can't think of any ideas. There's nothing creative coming out of you. You're just living or existing. You're just there. You're just existing. Nothing. You find yourself stuck. Your mind cannot, I've been burnt out before, and that comes from always pleasing people. I was always there for everybody, but nobody knew how to be there for me. You see, this thing about not expecting from people. It's okay not to expect from people. But if I'm your friend, if I say we're friends, first of all, you need to believe in what I believe in. For example, you don't need to believe in the concept. You just need to believe that I can do it. That's enough of believing. If you come to me now and say you want to do something, the first thing I'll say is you can't do it. Or I'll say, okay, I might bring the negative side and say, okay, look at this thing. What do you say? And once you tell me, oh, I'm strong, I'll say, do you have the faith for it? And once I say, do you have the faith for it? And I say, yes, dude, that's all I need. Say you can move on. I will follow you. If I'm cheering you, I'll be cheering you on behind you. That's who I am. But sometimes when it comes to you, people are like, don't expect too much. Excuse me. How can I not expect too much when I give too much? When I give you, dude, this thing about not expecting too much, I get it. But in giving to people, you want a bit of support. So that was my problem. Everybody, you know how to please people, but not pleasing. You know how to be supportive, to other people. You know how to support their business, their life, everything they do. But when it's your turn, they're like, okay, I'm done with those energy. And that's where burnout actually lives. You are always available. Why are you always available? Why are you always available? Even the television, we turn it off to chill, to cool down. Why are you always available? And that's what leads to burnout. Survivor mode is burnout. There's nothing. You will burn. You will burn, darling. And when you're burnt, you're somewhere, you can't do anything, people will still talk about you. So why don't you just live vulnerable and say that we'll talk about you? The way I'm living right now, dude, if you call me, for example, you say Lucy the Snob, I'll add it to my name. I'm being honest. If you say Lucy Snob's law, I'll be like, okay, Linda Lucy Organa Snob. If you had another one, I had it after snob. Because I don't really care. I don't really care anymore. I'm not a survivor mode. I'm leaving now. If your opinion of me is that I'm no longer available for you and I think it's an opinion, it's your opinion. Because I've got my own opinion about you as well. But I don't share it because I don't want to discourage you or anything. So if you share your opinion to me and I think that's your opinion, I'm like, okay, that's your opinion. Yes, my opinion. This is who God has made me to be. This is who I believe what I am. I am more than a conqueror. My name is Ogana Lucinda. I'm a child of God. I'm a head to the throne of grace. So I begin to counter those your opinions because that's your opinion is your opinion. My opinion is precious to me and I value it. You see? So that's what healing does to me. That did to me. That's what vulnerability has taught me. I don't even care about what you think about me. This caring about what people think about is the survival mode we're talking about. Because you know somebody will say, if you call me now, I'm not available. When I'm available, I say, please don't be offended. I have things to do. If that please don't be offended, sorry, I cannot do. It's not enough. I cannot die now. Life will continue. I saw a video recently, I think it was on my sister-in-law that posted on social media, where there was this parade going on with soldiers and one person slumped and they just put the person on the floor beside and they continued marching. That's how life is. You can't always be there for everybody. Okay? You cannot. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do to yourself is to acknowledge that you are tired. Is to tell people, hey, today I'm tired, I want to rest. So look at your partner in the face, your husband, and say, babe, today, can I rest? I am tired. Babe, can you help me hold the kids today? I'm tired. Babe, my business, I can't manage this month. I'm tired. I need a break. Babe, can I have 2 days break? 2 days off. Sometimes me and my partner, we sit down and we're like, okay, babe, we've had so much time with the kids. Can we take 2 days off for ourselves? You will burn out. You will burn out if you don't leave this survivor mode and begin to understand that this strong woman, you drop it. Hang that strong woman. If anybody calls you strong, you say, oh, thank God. But seriously, man, I'm not that strong. I'm tired. Let it be. They will still find that they will talk. Even if you're that strong woman, they will still talk. So I don't know why you're so concerned about what people say. Other than living your truth. Living in your truth. I know you ask me what happens when you stop living in the survivor mode and now transition into the healing or the vulnerable lens. Darling, peace. The Bible says the peace which surpasses all understanding. That's the first thing you gain. Sometimes my phone will buzz and buzz and buzz. I used to think it was joy. Now, my phone is on do not disturb. I'm being honest. If I even hear ringtone and prompt, boom, boom, I'm like, for what? Do not disturb. Do you know why? That sound of even gives me anxiety. Honestly, it's me. It makes me anxious. Like, oh, what's going on? So when I put on do not disturb, only when I go there, if I'm working, my phone is here. So when somebody's calling me important, I will see it and I'll pick the call. If I don't see it, maybe I'm having a nap. And when I come, I will say, oh, sorry, I saw your missed call. Living in the vulnerable lens or healing lens, it shifts your perspective. Your relationships become special with people. Trust me. Once you begin to put your boundaries on people, you respect other people's boundaries as well, as they will respect yours. Your relationships become healthier. Now, nobody's going to call you and say, hey, Alpha, today I call you, you didn't answer. What's wrong with you? No. All of those drama ends with that survival mode. Trust me. So as you lay up your boundaries, everybody understand. And you too understand theirs. So your relationship become healthier. There's no competition, no stress, no pressure of calling. Everybody kind of understand. If you have friendship, then it's intentional friendship. You intentionally pick your phone to say, hey, babe, what's up? Not just for something not important. Yeah? You stop performing strength and you start living through your lens. You stop performing strength and you start living, to me, I'll call it living in strength. So instead of me to be living and just playing strength, I'm not actually understanding what strength is. In weakness, in being vulnerable, understanding that my strength is actually in my vulnerability. Because the more I know how weak I am, or the more I know about my mistakes, the more I can get better, the more I can heal, the more I can be better. So actually, strength that we're playing is totally different from the strength that you now understand when you're living in a vulnerable lens. So it's totally different thing. And this changed the way I work now. I don't work under pressure. Even at work, I really do not work under pressure. I want to be much more, efficient than just working. So I'm not just the morning till night. Efficiency. If I go into a home, I'm a reablement officer. If I go into a home, what am I doing in that home? Am I efficient, or am I just taking the clock? It changed my mindset. Okay? Set up boundaries that are very healthy at work. If I'm on holiday, I'm on holiday. If I'm out of holiday, I can help. Yes, I can help. It changed my mindset. It changed my image, my self-image. I started to see myself better. I started to speak things. See, there's a difference between affirmations and affirmations. Self-affirmations. So affirmations and self-affirmations. So for me, there's something I understand affirmations, right? People write things for me, or there's a word I see somewhere, I love it, I want to say. But self-affirmations is even more effective. And that's what living in a vulnerable lens did for me. Now I have self-affirmations. I know who God says I am. So when that anxiety is coming, or that voice in my head is telling me things, I am reciting what God has told me. My name is Organa Lucelinda. I'm a child of God and I'm a head to the throne of grace. Hear me, ye earth. My name is Organa Lucelinda. I'm a child of God and I'm a head to the throne of grace. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Those are my self-affirmations. He said the Spirit of God is at work in me in full capacity. I can do what the Spirit of God can do. He said if the Spirit that raised Jesus from the dead lives in the inside of me, he said that's the Spirit will quicken my mortal bodies. He said it is we who walketh in me, both to will and to do of his good pleasure. These are my self-affirmations. Another day I might look at something and it's wonderful and I'm like, oh, I exist. I live in the world. The world favors me. The earth is my footstool. Yeah, those ones are beautiful. But you see the self-affirmations that I have. The ones that I wrote by myself because I've seen the image God has shown me of who I am. Those ones never leave my head. So that changed my self-image. The way I used to see myself as a sorry case. I don't see myself anymore. Now it even helps me in my business as well. How do I see my business? How do I think people value my business? Or not think people value? How do people value my business? The way I come out is the way people value my business. The way I speak is the way people value my business. The way I talk about my work is the way people value my business. So guess what? This changed my mindset and I started to tag my business premium. I'm telling you. So I started to see that my business, makeup and photography, is premium. It's not for everybody, but for somebody who values what I give, values the kind of quality I give. So you see, it changed everything for me. It changed my mindset, my self-image. Now I speak confidently. I don't think anybody can reduce my ego or make me feel little. And if I find anxiety and that voice coming, what I do immediately is I remember my self-affirmations and I begin to speak them. And before you know, that voice is off. So this is what living in the vulnerable lens did for me. My own life. I'm not talking about people's stories here or sharing other people's things. This is me. This is me being transformed by living in vulnerably. And that is what I want for you as well. That you're going to live vulnerably, unapologetically you. Because you're beautiful. You're wonderfully made. So why hide under a cover called strong woman? It's not worth it. It ain't worth it. So vulnerability also changed my creative work. All right. So before, I just wanted to be perfect. If I do blue and yellow, it's I'm like, oh, this one is not perfect. God, I can't post it. I delete. But what vulnerability taught me now is, dude, you're not perfect. Okay. Breathe. I can do is I can pray. I say, God, help me. Show me what I want to do. As soon as I step there, I take the faith. I got to put everything in me. So I paint. Even in my creative work in the Unraveled closet, it's different. Before I wanted to edit to be perfect. Now I just do it. I make sure I capture every day of my life, or not every day, but some moments I want to put something, and then I just write a word. And I find out that it is not of he that willeth or runneth, but of God that shows mercy. The race is not for the swift. Sometimes all it takes is you just putting that work out there because God has given you a purpose. God has given you something much more. There's a reason you're called your name. There's a reason I'm called Lucilinda or Ghana. There's a purpose attached to my name. There's a purpose for me there. It's a purpose for me as a mother. So instead of me to be waiting for perfection to show these things, I stop being perfect and enjoy my vulnerability. And it teaches me now how to create works. Now I create works vulnerably. I don't even wait to be perfect anymore. Oh, I used to wait. So this is how living in a vulnerable lens, in a healing lens does it. It also brings you softness. Forget, I can't be that soft and, but it also brings softness. Softness in your relationship, in your marriage, the way you treat your kids as a mother, softness. Now I'm learning to have conversations with my little girl. Not everything is screaming and shouting and scolding a 3-year-old. Sometimes I deliberately have conversations with her. If she tells me, Mommy, I'm angry with you, you're not nice. I'm like, do you really think I'm not nice, love? Okay, why do you think I'm not nice? Okay, let me explain to you what you've done and why you were naughty and why Mommy had to scold you for being naughty. So those are conversations I would never have before. Before I was like, why are you to talk to me like that? But now it's better. You see what living vulnerable does to you? It shows you better. I'm not there yet. I'm not perfect, but I'm still working. I'm still a work in progress. But because I've seen how positive these effects are of living vulnerably, that's why I'm coming here to share it with you. All right. Now I'm going to teach you 3 steps, on how to live vulnerably. 3 steps. Are you writing down? Good. 1, notice when you are over functioning. When you're over functioning and overdoing, notice that. That's the first step. Notice when you are overdoing, working under pressure, over pleasing, over functioning. It's very key. It's very important. 2, sit with your emotions instead of fixing them. I can never say that better. Sit in your emotions instead of trying to, move them to the side or fix them. Oh, I got this problem with anger. Analyze that anger. Why am I angry? This is a safe place to start. Why am I angry? Is this anger justified? Am I angry because of something I've not forgiven? Am I angry because I was insulted? Why was I insulted? Is this something I want to reply to and create a boundary for? You see, by the time you begin to sit with your emotions, right, you understand that they're not to be just fixed or chucked away. There are processes for you to learn and unlearn because you're human. You always make mistakes, okay? 3, speak one honest truth every day. This one is something I had to write in my brain. Speak one honest truth, not just truth, honest truth every day. Do you know a safe space to start? A safe place to start? I am tired. When you're really tired, if you don't have anything to say, when you're really exhausted, say, I am tired. Start from there. It's a good place to start. And then you find that as soon as you say, it gets better. If you don't know, another truth to say is, I make mistakes. I'm human. I make mistakes. I'm human. I make mistakes. I'm a woman, and it's okay to make mistakes. I want you to tell me or promise me that you're going to try these 3 steps. And when you try it, let me know how you feel. I want to know about your progress stories, guys. I want to know if you're really, really applying these 3 steps. If there's anything changes, let me know. And if it doesn't change, it's fine. Also, let me know. But be honest to yourself and do these 3 things. Okay? And let me know how you feel afterwards. And let me be honest with you. The healing lens or the vulnerability lens, it doesn't erase the pain. Do you know what it does? It reintroduces you to you. Do you know what that means? It helps you unravel those layers and brings out the gem you've hidden somewhere in there. Whether it's a child in there or something bigger or better. That's what the healing lens does, the vulnerable lens. Isn't that wonderful? How beautiful is that? To be able to live freely and discover yourself in the process. Oh, what more can we ask for as women, as African women, as women? What more can we ask for? The reason I want to hear your stories or what you think about these 3 steps is because sometimes all it takes for people to heal is to hear someone's story. Sometimes they just need to say, me too. Oh, I'm not going through this alone. There is a need for women to support each other. It's not something we're used to doing. We don't know how to live vulnerably. We're always in the strong woman suit. But it is important to share your story, to tell me how these 3 steps are helping you. If they help you or if there's something you want to share, I'll tell you something about my story. For long, it took me very long time to share my own story. The first time I started the Unraveled closet, I had to stop because I couldn't feel it. God gave me this Unraveled closet for a reason, but I was running around it. I knew it had everything to do with my stories because I got a lot of stories to share. But I didn't know how to start, or I was too ashamed, thinking of what people would say. How would people say? What would people think about me? But guess what? The day or the minute I decided to share it, I felt the weight drop. Not just the weight, but do you know how many people reached out to me from that story? That's when I realized that this Unraveled closet is going to be a big community of vulnerable women. It's going to be a community where people can share and listen and say, hey, me too. Oh, this is how I'm navigating that thing. Oh, is that how you did yours? How can I learn it too? Me too. I'm struggling with this, with my children. I don't know what to do. Oh, really? It's okay to be tired. Okay, can we have a picnic somewhere? Sometimes all it takes to heal a community is just one story. So please, always DM. My DMs are always available. If you cannot share your story in the comment section or anywhere, you cannot tell me what you think about these 3 steps I've just given you. It's okay. DM me privately. And I promise I would not disclose except you want me to disclose it. I will not disclose your name, but I might share it. But I might not disclose you. I won't disclose your name if you don't want to. But we need to raise a community where women feel safe to be heard, to live vulnerably, not under this strong woman idea or ideology that we've lived it for so long. Okay? For those of you who do not understand what I've been saying, or if you understand what I've been saying, I'm just going to summarize it under these things. Strength is knowing when to rest, as opposed to always functioning. Strength is crying and still choosing love. So it's okay that I loved that person. It's not weakness, it was strength. Okay? Because love is good. Loving is nice. Loving is a good thing. Strength is being seen in your truth. All right, I'm tired, even if the world thinks I'm not. It's their business. I have a headache, even if the world thinks I'm lying. That's their business. But it's okay to be seen in your truth. It's all right if I have 2 children from 3 different men. It's okay. That is my truth. I'm living my truth. I'm living vulnerably. And that's how I get my healing. Who could you become if you stopped needing to look strong and start allowing yourself to be whole? Who would you become if you just stop playing strong woman? If you unravel all the strong woman narrative and start living, allowing yourself to live and heal and live vulnerably. Who would you become? Have you paused for 1 minute to say, I throw everything out, throw everything away, man, I'm going to leave me like me. The moment you start, trust me, you're never going to go back. I am the same. I don't care now what people think about me. It's not my business. It's their opinion, and it's okay to have opinions. Who could you become? Who? For those of you who journal, this is something I think helped me as well when I was asking myself some questions. All right. These 3 things If you've got a paper or a pen, you can want to jot it down. So later in your time, your chill time, you can answer them and let me know, like the 3 steps I've given you before. Let me know if these questions resonate with you and what you think and if they helped you. The first question I did, what I asked myself was, what does being strong mean to me right now? To answer these questions, to be honest, you've got to be truthful to yourself. You've got to come out from this place you're in and ask yourself really honestly and just hear yourself speak the truth. So the first question is, what does being strong mean to me right now? All right? What does it really mean? The second question I asked myself was, where have I been performing strength instead of practicing truth? Where have I been performing strength instead of practicing truth? So where have I been swapping the need to be truthful or to live in my truth and being strong? Can I undo that swap that I've done? Okay. And the last question is, what would healing look like if I allowed myself to receive help? This one, this question. What would healing look like if I allowed myself to receive help? Seriously. After I shared my story, I started asking myself why I didn't share it early. Maybe I would have gotten the help I needed, even right there. It would have made more sense. The amount of people that reached out to me, I wish I shared it earlier. So what would healing look like if I allowed myself to receive help? Ask yourself these questions and let me know. You can take a picture of your journal. I do journaling as well. If you want us to exchange questions and, for journals, I'll do it. But sit with these 3 questions and be honest to yourself. You don't even need to show it to me. Just use it and get better. Okay? So for those of you who think I'm talking because I've arrived, you're very, 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 very far from the truth. The truth is I'm still learning. I'm still a work in progress. All right? And I just thought to share my work in progress. I'm still on learning strength as survival. I'm relearning strength as surrender. I'm still a work in progress. I'm not there yet. But I feel like it's okay if I, let other people know this is me actually living vulnerably. This is me encouraging other women to know that this is something I'm learning and it's beautiful. It's an amazing transformation. And if you find it, some people won't tell you the truth when they see it, So this is me sharing my own truth and realizing that everybody can learn from it. There's no competition. If something works for me, why not share it to other people? All right. So that is it. I've not arrived yet. For all of you thinking, this girl has arrived. No, I'm not. I'm not there yet. Trust me. Healing changes the lens for me. Vulnerability reveals your power. Rest, that we think is weakness, is not. It is resistance. Okay? So breathe. And I pray that you find the courage to lay your armor down and still know you're safe. I pray that God shows you what it means to be vulnerable. I pray that you find this vulnerability, you go through healing like everybody else should and live vulnerably and free from every pressure, every constraint, everything that has so tied you, and uncover this strong woman narrative and live in your truth. Own your story. Live vulnerably because you deserve it, because you're wonderfully made. You're beautiful. You're amazing, sis. Hey, sis. You're amazing. You deserve everything you get. All right? And even more. Beautiful. All right? Thank you so much for listening to me talk about, the healing lenses against the strength lens or the survivor mode and what strength really means to us. It was beautiful talking about these different, narratives or things we've understood as women, especially African women, the strong woman narrative and the need to uncover that, to take that cover off and live vulnerably, own your story, live in your truth. And how much transformation it did for me as well, or it's still doing in my life. And I enjoyed every process through the journaling, the writing, the questions. It was an amazing experience. And I've just uncovered one other layer of my life. And thank you so much for listening to me talk today. It was such a pleasure to share. And keep your eyes glued on this space because we've got a lot of things coming during the end of the year. And of course, in 2026, we've got so many things to unravel to you and I cannot wait. If you love what we're doing here at the Unraveled Closet, we implore you, please, we encourage you to like and follow us on our social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, the Unraveled Closet, the same word. All right. And don't forget to drop your comments. We're on YouTube as well. I forgot that one. We're on YouTube as well. Drop your comments, send your likes, love. Just let us know. My DMs are always available. You can always send a message, send a screenshot, what you listened, what changed your life, what you're learning, what you think is not right. It's okay. Bring them in. I'm always available. All right. I remain your girl, Lucy. Thank you. Cheerios. Mwah!